Over the past 30 years, energy has not only remained the foundation of the economy, but has also become a vital tool of global diplomacy. The transition from oil and gas to green energy marked the beginning of a new era in world politics. This is the story of energy, the story of oil, gas, wind, sun, and the future. This is the story of how Azerbaijan became a source of energy for the world. A single signature in 1994 changed the fate of Azerbaijan. With the contract of the century, the country did not merely export energy, it exported trust and diplomacy. This is not just the story of oil, but of a nation standing on its own feet. The contract of the century opened a new chapter in Azerbaijan's energy history. Baku Tbilisi Ceyhan, TANAP, TAP. These are not merely technical projects. They are symbols of energy security, regional cooperation, and geopolitical balance. Azerbaijan paved a path from the South Caucasus to Europe's energy map.
The European Union is the first commercial partner of Azerbaijan, the first export destination, and one of its most important sources of investment, and this we want to expand.
Energy diplomacy is one of the key factors defining the geopolitical positions of countries. Pipelines, energy agreements, trade wars, all of these are not just economic, but strategic moves.
The needs of developing countries highly dependent on the production of fossil fuels must also be addressed.
The age of electricity is coming.
And for heat, which we're saying are heat pumps and heat electrification, if you can electrify it, we're going to electrify it.
In recent years, energy diplomacy has faced new challenges: climate change, sustainable development, and clean energy. A 30-year legacy of energy now stands before global environmental concerns. After oil, it is the sun's turn, and the winds. Azerbaijan is carrying out its energy transition not only with technology, but also with determination. The path that began with energy is now advancing towards stability, reconstruction, and sustainable development.
Our green agenda also covers different regions of Azerbaijan. So Nakhchivan, Karabakh, and Eastern Zangezur regions of Azerbaijan are declared as green energy zones, and this is about a quarter of our territory.
Energy Week is not just an event. It is a point where dialogue, cooperation, and technological innovation converge. First held in 1994, this event became a platform to showcase Azerbaijan's global role in the energy sector. Over time, Energy Week grew. Leading global energy companies, government representatives, and investors came together here.
From energy diplomacy to the sustainable development agenda, this week, Baku transforms from a host city into the epicenter, where the global energy future is being shaped. The key message resonating from this summit is clear: energy is no longer merely a resource. It's a strategic tool for cooperation, innovation, and economic transformation. This is not just a discussion about energy, it's about a shared responsibility. A collective commitment to shaping a more sustainable, secure, and inclusive future.
Launched in 1994 as the Caspian Oil and Gas Conference, the Baku Energy Forum was organized to promote international cooperation in Azerbaijan's energy sector after gaining independence. From the very beginning, the forum served as a rare bridge between East and West, uniting business, diplomacy, and long-term strategy.
Focuses on how do we globally reduce the risk, de-risk investments by working together, companies cooperating, following the rules of investment, following the rules of international commerce to realize investments globally. Access to energy around the world at an affordable price and in a way that isn't manipulated for geopolitical reasons.
Each year, the forum reflected not only technological advancements, but also shifts in the global energy landscape. Over time, its scope expanded and evolved into what is now known as Baku Energy Week. It now covers topics ranging from oil and gas to renewable energy and energy security. A 30-year journey has entered a new phase in Baku, marked by the participation of global leaders. The numbers show that interest in the forum has been growing year by year. In 2022, more than 250 companies and over 30 countries participated in the forum. In 2023, these figures increased to 326 companies and 37 countries. In 2024, the forum hosted 300 companies from 37 countries. For 2025, participation from more than 300 companies and 38 countries is expected. Energy Week has now also evolved into a dedicated platform for green energy. Azerbaijan's energy strategy is built on sustainability, resilience, and innovation.
We start to build a solar platform that helps renewable energy and also wind. So our country has a potential for the solar renewable energy, because we have sun 12 hours a day. So our main objective is to explore the renewable energy in Somalia and to export to neighboring countries like Kenya, Ethiopia, something like that.
Energy Week goes beyond energy discussions. It promotes regional cooperation, diplomatic engagement, and the creation of new economic partnerships.
Over the past 30 years, when you look at the projects, very strategic projects, by the way, those are not easy and requires a leadership and visionary look. When at the time, when put on the table, they were said, no, it's impossible. But they were strategic projects. But today we see that those projects are happened, not only happened, but also today we know more than ever that how important those projects.
The 2025 Baku Energy Forum marked the beginning of a new phase in Azerbaijan's international energy cooperation. Significant agreements were reached within the framework of energy diplomacy. Additionally, Turkey's TPAO will sign a production sharing agreement with SOCAR and BP for the Shafag-Asiman gas block, acquiring a 30% stake in the project.
We're doing Shah-Deniz compression, which will add 50 BCM of gas and about 25 million barrels of condensate to the Shah-Deniz field. And then further apart, we're doing a deal with Turkish Petroleum, who are going to come and join ourselves and SOCAR on a discovery that we made a few years ago called Shafag-Asiman. So, and that's in addition to, of course, what we've been talking about for a while now, which is deep gas, which is a gas field associated with the existing oil field on ACG.
SOCAR and ExxonMobil signed a memorandum of understanding on unconventional oil and gas exploration.
We're going to build a solar plant at Jabrayil. This is 240 megawatt solar plant that's going to be built by Lightsource BP, which is a BP company. And we're going to take the solar electricity and we're going to, through the Azeri national grid, send that green electricity to Sangashal terminal. And we're going to electrify the terminal there, makes it much lower emissions. And then the fuel gas that we currently burn today will be sold to the markets of the world.
BP, SOCAR, and the Azerbaijan Business Development Fund are investing $200 million in the construction of a 240 megawatt solar power plant in the Jabrayil region, with completion expected by 2027. SOCAR and Hungary's MOL Group have signed a principal terms agreement. The deal covers plans for exploration, development, and production in the Shamaki-Gobustan area. MOL Group will hold a 65% and SOCAR will have 35%.
The presence of Hungarian companies in Azerbaijan is also partly due to the energy diplomacy of Azerbaijan. As I would like to mention that MOL Group is here in the region for 5 years already with different investments, and also MVM Group is an investor in Azeri project Chinese since last year with 5% stake on it. And both of the companies are working not only as an investor, but also as an operator.
Meanwhile, BP and SOCAR reached an agreement on stake transfers in the Qarabağ and Ashrafidan Ulduzu Aipara offshore fields, with BP becoming the operator of the Qarabağ field. Over the past 3 decades, the Baku Energy Forum has become the stage where this transformation is presented to the world. The 2025 Energy Week responds to new challenges. Artificial intelligence, digital energy grids, and green hydrogen technologies are no longer just theoretical. They are a reality. The future is being shaped here, today. Energy Week is the voice, face, and field of this journey. This is not a celebration of the past, but a design of the future. And Azerbaijan stands at the center of that future, through dialogue, diplomacy, and sustainable power. At the heart of this path lies the Baku Energy Forum, a platform that has evolved over time and continues to look ahead.
Baku is becoming a key center for global energy dialogue. The technologies on display at Energy Week are shaping not only production, but also the markets of the future. From AI to green energy, these innovations are opening new doors for regional cooperation and investment.
Energy is no longer just about production and transport. It is the diplomacy of the future, a force reshaping the world.